Hello and welcome. My name is Biagio Mazza, Pastoral Associate at St. Sabina Parish in Belton, Missouri, and I'm here to welcome you to another Do You Know series question. Today's Do You Know question is, do you know why Easter is the most important season of the entire liturgical year? Currently in our liturgical year, we have two festal seasons, namely the seasons of Advent, Christmas, Epiphany, and the season of Lent, Easter, Pentecost, encircled by the season of ordinary time. Often there is a great deal of misunderstanding among Christians as to which of the festal season is the most important one. Because we spend a lot of time and effort, both culturally and religiously, on preparing for the Advent, Christmas, Epiphany season, many Christians consider that season, that festal season, to be the most important one. However, the Church has consistently said that the Easter season is the most important of all the seasons, simply because the Easter season celebrates the Paschal Mystery, Jesus' life, passion, death, resurrection, ascension, and even the sending forth of the Spirit. This was true, the importance of the Easter season was true in the early church when Easter was celebrated as early as the late 1st century, early 2nd century, and it was celebrated on the Acts of the Apostles timeline of 50 days. Whereas Christmas was not celebrated till at least the middle of the 4th century, roughly about the year 350 or so. And even then it took a while for it to catch on. But eventually what started to happen, greater and greater emphasis was placed on the Christmas season, and such that the Easter season came to be not emphasized as much. So much so that previous to the Vatican II, for example, the liturgical reforms of the Vatican II, there wasn't much emphasis on the Easter season. As a matter of fact, the Holy Week was not very well celebrated at all. And there was a lack of emphasis on the Paschal Mystery that we celebrated on the Easter season, so much so that, there was such a lack of emphasis and poor celebration that many liturgists and theologians petitioned Pope Pius XII to revise the Holy Week services and place more emphasis on the Easter season. And Pope Pius XII in 1951 actually started an experiment in the revision of the Holy Week services and the emphasis on Easter, and then by 1955 made those revisions permanent. And so as a result, Vatican II, when it came along, it really expanded the importance of the Easter season by doing a variety of things. Why? Because again, the Easter season celebrates the Paschal Mystery. Again, the Paschal Mystery is the focus of Jesus' life, passion, death, resurrection, ascension, and even the sending forth of the Spirit. So Vatican II, pretty much retrieved the notion of this very heavy emphasis on the Paschal Mystery, and it really countered what was happening before, in which Easter was only celebrated for 8 days. It ended on the Saturday following Easter with the closure of the Easter season, and the following Sundays were referred to as the Sundays after Easter. Vatican II came along and re-emphasized the fact that it went back to the early church, capturing the dynamics of the full 50-day celebration of the early church. It jumped off of Luke's timeline of the 50 days. Remember, in Luke's Acts of the Apostles, he emphasized the fact that Jesus was around for 40 days instructing the disciples, and then he ascended with 10 days waiting, preparation for the descent of the Spirit upon his followers. And so Easter, therefore, now became a 50-day celebration, not just 8 days, but a 50-day celebration in which the previously named Sundays that were referred to as the Sundays after Easter were now called the Sundays of Easter. Easter is now referred to as the one great Sunday. The Ascension itself, which Ascension Thursday, the 40 days after Easter, the Ascension Thursday was moved in most dioceses to a Sunday so that more people could see the importance of it and celebrate that. Easter begins with the Easter Vigil, the great celebration that we begin with sundown on the Easter Vigil. And really, St. Augustine called it the mother of all vigils, and then he referred to Easter Sunday as the greatest of all Sundays. And Easter ends officially with the evening prayer on Pentecost Sunday, exactly 50 days after the Easter Sunday. And so to summarize the reasons why this is one of the most important seasons in the entire liturgical year is the season of Easter is considered the greatest of all seasons simply because it celebrates the Paschal Mystery. And it's called, every Sunday, we refer to it as Little Easter, simply because we are celebrating the Paschal Mystery. As a matter of fact, every time we gather for Eucharist, what we are celebrating is the core, the gospel value core message of the Paschal Mystery. So for 50 days, what the Church desires of us is to reflect on, absorb, and take in what it means to be a resurrection people or an Alleluia people. And so it's really very important as we celebrate these 50 days of Easter to really think of these profound truths and to really reflect on them as we celebrate the great 50 days of Easter. So I hope this has helped to explain why Easter is the most important liturgical season of the entire year, and I hope you'll return again to more Do You Know series questions as we continue to explore our Easter traditions. Thank you very much.